I still don't understand why I get notifications on Instagram from people that I'm really not gonna check profiles. I wish I had something to eat. And it's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Well, welcome to the Just Chatting stream of the evening. Let me make sure that everything reads properly because I don't want to mislead anyone. What's this? Over here, let's go down with create a dashboard. Stream manager. Edit. Just chatting new schedule. Bam. 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 Boop. Alright. Now, as always, when I do my Just Chatting streams, I'm gonna give it about solid 45 minutes. 45 minutes to 1 hour. See if we can get some people tuning in. If we don't get people tuning in, I really think I'm gonna get to the point where my YouTube is going to be YouTube uploads only, and the streams are gonna be extremely sparingly. Wifi, what's going on? Welcome back. How we doing, amigo? Lovely weather we're having. We're gonna be chill, super chill. And it's Just Chatting stream today. Dal, I haven't seen you in a minute. Welcome back. Seems like I'm seeing instant results. I don't know why. Nitro too? What is going on? What's going on a day like today? How we doing? How we doing? Nitro, you have a symbol next to your name. Where did that come from? Welcome to the Edge Ready Rooms. How we doing? Hey Nitro, Wi-Fi. I don't know if Dal saw the stream. How y'all feel about Silent Hill 2? How y'all feel about that? I thought about making it, just a Switch exclusive. But then I'm like, I don't know. You know what I could go for right now? Egg roll. But I kind of wanted to chill with food, I'm going crazy. It's Sunday, Monday is right around the corner. Ah, boy. It's like just when it hits Friday, it's Sunday night. Just like that. Just like that. Next weekend, we are going to be bringing you guys Dragon Ball Z. I would have streamed it yesterday, but we were playing Silent Hill, and when we first started playing Silent Hill, we got about maybe 2.5 hours in. So I'm like, let's go back to Silent Hill and get far. So we played it yesterday about 5 hours and 30 minutes maybe. So it did all right. But I just got out the shower, which is why you guys see the wardrobe change. It's not the hoodie. First thing I had to do before I turned the stream on, I'm like, let me get in the shower, let me get clean. It seems all right, but I really have no opinions on it. I see. I spoiled something for myself in the game. As far as like the story goes. Am I a little angry? No. Am I annoyed at what I discovered? A little bit. I discovered first off, I discovered that I'm cold. That's the first thing. I would like a cup of hot tea. Secondly, apparently the game has more than one ending. And I'm not happy about that. I hate video games that have multiple endings, you know, especially if it's like something scary. Something that looks like that. Like a AAA type game, you know, graphics updated and everything. Silent Hill has more than one ending. And I'm pretty sure it has more than two. I read multiple. I guess it makes sense. When we checked up on Maria, I don't know if that was like a cutscene in the game that was like necessarily a secret or not. But I just figure, I'm like, well, we're going up. We're going back up to the second floor, so why not check up on her? And I think, remember that Eddie guy that we met at the you know, the apartment building, the guy who was throwing up in the bathroom, and then you saw how we met him the second time, and then he caught an attitude like, oh, now you want me to go with you? I'm like, what's with the attitude? I don't know if maybe there was a way to go back and bump into him, but where we were going, we, you know, I did everything that I had to do. You know, got keys, kept pushing. I forgot about him. But his attitude kind of switched up. And I noticed that immediately, you know. Honestly, I think as much as I don't want to order me nothing to eat, I think what I want to do is order me something to help me stay awake. It's going to be real small, though. I'm really thinking I don't want it to be then again, I don't even know if I want to order anything, because I had oatmeal. Oh, it would technically be lunchtime, but I don't even eat like that. And today's Sunday. I'm gonna just stare at the menu and kind of figure it out. But for the meantime, it's just I don't really, you know, could just eat white rice. White rice isn't too bad. White rice and an egg roll, it's not too bad. But let's talk about the week and what you guys have been up to. I personally have been chilling. I started playing the first Descendant again, off stream, of course. And the first character that I ever wanted came out with an ultimate version, like an improved version of the first character. It took me about 2 days. Also, I have so many instant notifications from my stories and posts. Oh yeah, Nitro, who did I stumble upon that I found out you watched too? And it was funny. I just can't remember. I can't remember the post that I was looking at, but I noticed that you were following that account. I guess I am hungry. But I did laugh. I just can't remember what I was watching and what I noticed that you followed that person. I don't be following people that I like, videos that I find funny. I usually don't follow them. Weefy, I hate white rice. Weefy, why you hating? How you just gonna hate on white rice? What white rice ever do to you? What did the white rice ever do to you? Resident Evil 4 Serenity. White rice be nasty. Why you just gonna hate on a white rice? That's a little chill. But how long is that? 2 minutes. Give me this. Jeez, bro. Yeah, I'm not too hungry. Gotta eat white rice with something rather than nothing. That's what an egg roll is for. I know if I order now, it shouldn't take that long for it to pop up. Just trying to keep myself awake a bit. There really isn't. I wonder what's for dinner now. The funny thing about like Chinese food is like you'll eat it, and then what'll end up happening is you'll be hungry. You'll be hungry afterwards. And it won't take that long. I had chicken and shrimp Alfredo. Sounds expensive. I'm doing something new today on my channel. What you working on, Game Over? What you working on? Streaming Call of Duty? Streaming Call of Duty? Which one? Call of Duty 6? Why'd I say Call of Duty 6? The new Black Ops? I feel like my throat is a little dry. Like mobile? Call of Duty Mobile. I play Call of Duty Mobile. My hardware can't handle that yet. You gotta get an upgrade. Game Over. Gotta get an upgrade. I've been thinking about, you know, like what type of videos I would want to do, like IRL. It would be like, you know, like driving videos. But you usually don't see people, you know, record and upload videos like that if you don't have a bike. You know, just someone in a car just recording, you know, like driving around. You know, at least like with a motorcycle and helmet and everything, you know, like you have the camera mounted, so you're gonna get off and be walking around. Not unless I did something else and just had, you know, just recorded like some kind of daily. But then again, those are like vlog type channels. Those are like vlog channels. And so I realized that every once in a while I'll think of like an idea. And we still have yet to react to the return of Dr. Disrespect. I still have to post that YouTube reaction on the channel. I guess I haven't gotten around to it. Maybe because right now we have Silent Hill 2, and then next weekend we're going to have Silent Hill 2 and Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. I would start it. I'm not tempted to start it, but it's kind of on my mind, you know? It's like on my mind. To give that game a shot. It's just I know the game is hot right now. You know, everyone and their uncle playing Dragon Ball Z. You know? And I'm like, first Silent Hill dropped on the 8th, Dragon Ball Z dropped on the 10th. Then we have we don't know when Little Nightmares 3 is gonna drop. We don't know when Doom 2025 is gonna drop. We don't know when Hollow Knight Silk Song is gonna drop. We do know that you know, Doom is set to drop next year. I just don't know about Little Nightmares. I feel like Little Nightmares might be dropping next year too. But I thought that it was going to drop this year, unless I'm wrong and it is going to drop this year, and I just got it wrong. Is that a Nintendo Switch? Yakuza Kiwami? Yeah, that drops for the Nintendo Switch. When was the last time we played a Yakuza game? Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Isn't this game out already? Post-trauma. Bum, 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 What is Maximum Football? Oh, I forgot a game that had dropped. Space Warhammer Space Marine. I forgot that game dropped. You got all of these video games that kind of dropped around, around the same time, and then, Matt King wanted me to play. Lord, Sankeku, how we doing? He said, "What's up, black man?" I'm not chilling. I'm just looking at the video games set to release for the remainder of the year. I'm not really into too many games. Too many games that are like advertised, like video games that be dropping. I don't want to play every game. I do have my particulars though. But all of that stuff is kind of just waiting, like in the making. Oh, you do remember me. Lo, didn't expect that. How can I not remember the people that tune into, to my channel? I mean, I don't have like 15 people watching me. We got a small little community. Got a small little community. Did you play Sparking Zero? I haven't played it yet. We were gonna play it this weekend. I've been kind of looking forward, to that game. We've been playing Silent Hill. We played it Friday and yesterday. We decided to, switch up the menu. Menu, stream, tomato, potato, avocado, right? Come on, man. I'll tune in if I get time. The only reason I didn't stream it right away is because we started playing Silent Hill 2. And then I just bought it, I'm like, oh boy, bro. I just got Silent Hill. Silent Hill dropped on the 8th. Sparking Zero dropped on the 10th. I'm like, what makes you think? I did kind of want to load this weekend with content, but I did want to dive into it. I know I've been steering away from doing 2 streams a day. I don't know why. It could just be like one long stream and just hop from one video game to the next and then split that video, right? Just keep it one stream and keep the entertainment, coming. So instead of just getting Silent Hill, people can get Sparking Zero as well. And I could do it all in the same stream. I could do it all in the same stream, but then it's title changes and things like that, and my YouTube people don't be really tuning in, to what we be streaming. So now it kind of just turned into most of the games that I play. It's just for my YouTube people. I mean my Twitch people. Let's go to community, and I'm going to post a text poll, and I'm going to say, excited, watch us play Dragon Ball Z. next week. Should we do it Friday or should we do it Saturday? Because I can keep my Saturdays as the scary video game day. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. So Sparking Zero will be Friday night. Me. Ah! Gallic gun! Erase that. No. It's adding. I can't get rid of it. Dang it. Now I gotta do it again. Like one for your usual different games and one for only like big games. Yeah, Grub, I'm on Roblox. I mean, in the same stream, both, you know, won't match up that much. That's what I'm saying. You know, like that's why I started to do the 2 separate streams, you know, so that they each have their own, you know, airtime, and then we see what people like more. Do people like the Dragon Ball Z more, or do people like the Silent Hill more? I don't think that my YouTube community likes Silent Hill. But you can always look at that just based on retention, and I almost forgot about that. What was that game we played? We just played the Joy Creation 2024. That hasn't fully released yet. But when it does, I'm pretty sure that my YouTube people are gonna love that. Are you? Oh, snap. Still spelled it wrong. Next Friday. Next Friday evening. I am gonna play Kamehameha. Ah! You know, I wonder who's people's favorite. And like Dragon Ball Z. Do you guys have a favorite character that isn't the main character? My favorite, I would say, Vegeta. What's your favorite transformation? Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, which we all know as Majin Vegeta. Yep. My favorite, you know, Goku is nice. You said, but Broly, and especially Z Broly, is my favorite. Z Broly. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z Broly. Which Broly is that? That's not the Dragon Ball Z. Cause is that the Broly from, you know, that movie? You know that movie that came out where um Goku and Vegeta had fused to fight him? Yeah, I know there are two different ones. That I know. The Broly that I'm thinking of is the one that got is the newest Broly that dropped for Dragon Ball Z Fighter. Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Or Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Yeah. That one. Not with the Blue Gogeta. With the lame story. Oh, the regular Broly that was just like evil. You know? Running around Kakarot. That one. That Broly. Boopy poppy boopy boopy pop. Kakarot. Oh. Not with the Blue Gogeta. So it's the other one that doesn't really. Yeah, old one when he goes legendary Super Saiyan and punches on everyone. You know what? Do you think that there's anyone that can defeat Broly in a one-on-one? Just heads up. Do you think that there's anyone that can? Like what do you think? What do you think? If we talking Dragon Ball Z, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's get a debate going. Do you feel as oh of course many. So we're not saying that Broly is just undefeated. But I guess, you know, none of the Z fighters can beat Broly, I suppose. I just feel like the only reason why I would debate that, I wouldn't get into a full debate like, oh, it's possible. I look at it like it's just his plot armor. Like Broly isn't supposed to be defeated by them because that's just I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it though, you know. Like the angels and God of destruction. Yeah, like Z fight cannot. Yeah. I suppose. So okay, here's my next question. Do you think that a fighter that becomes a god of destruction would be able to beat Broly in a one-on-one?
Right. Whoa.
You know, I guess we're saying that Beerus, you know, Broly can't beat Beerus. Nor could he defeat Whis. But everyone below them, anyone but I don't know, man. I don't know. Like Vegeta in the manga achieves Hakai. You know, the power Beerus uses. Yeah. Vegeta becomes if not a oh yeah. Wait, does he become did he unlock that? He didn't unlock that power in the tournament. He was just able to break through it. So pretty much Vegeta, his energy was stronger than Hakai. Cause what's his name? Ultra Ego people are calling that form. Yeah, Ultra Ego Vegeta. You know what I don't like? I don't like the color that they chose for him. And I don't like the fact that he doesn't have eyebrows. I don't like that. I actually don't like that. Ultra Ego. You know, they could have said Ultra something else. Like, if we're talking Ultra Instinct, why not? I don't know. Ultra. I don't even know what would make sense. I guess I see why they chose that. Maybe they could have called it Ultra Super Saiyan. But then that wouldn't make sense. God of Destruction Topo in the Tournament of Power, and he got Blue Evolution. Yeah. Did you see that show? I mean, the episode. I think I don't know if that's GT, but there's like this series that came out, right? And the guy hit Vegeta with like this power, but Vegeta ended up converting the power, the evil power, into his own strength. So it further pushed up his blue, his Super Saiyan Blue. But I don't know if that's canon or not. I just feel like that's just TV stuff. That's pretty much it. I don't know if those like shows and movies be like canon like that, little TV series. It's just, I feel like sometimes it's just for people to have, something to watch like after the Tournament of Power concluded. But I really feel like they really could have chose a different color. They could have chose a different color. Goku Black versus Vegeta. Is that like a question as far as like who would win? Or who do I prefer? Who do I like more? It's definitely Vegeta. Nah, I think it was a different person. It was like some kind of show I saw. Just can't remember. Can't remember. Hakai has the color purple, so like that form has to be purple. Does it? Does it really? It ain't have to be purple. It could have been like. I don't like it. Then again, we don't. But you know what? We don't know. We haven't seen any of the combat stuff. I know you have the books. There are some books on it. No, I'm asking about what you saying that some guy hit Vegeta. What was his name? There's a episode about it. Let me see if I can find it. Of course I can find it because there's this TV series. Vegeta converts evil power. Yeah, Vegeta was fighting some dude named Turles. It was in this. I can't remember. Oh, it's in Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I don't know if that's canon or not. But he hit him with like some evil essence, right? And then Vegeta just turned it. He converted it, and it pretty much like packed a punched his Super Saiyan. Not canon. See, that's why I'm like, meh. That's what I said. I'm pretty sure that like it that didn't really mean too much, but I'm like in that show like it made him faster. It made that version faster. Dragon Ball Heroes are not canon. Yeah, I guess not. I guess not. But it's always a little interesting. I used to watch it at first because I thought it was canon. I'm like, oh, new episodes. What's this? But it was nothing. It's like regular stuff. That's what I'm saying. Just like filler stuff. But that new show, the new Dragon Ball Z, where Beast Gohan, that's canon. That's canon. Other than Vegeta, who's your favorite character? Outside of Vegeta, my next favorite character, Teen Gohan. Gohan when he was a teen. If not Gohan, maybe um I was thinking maybe Trunks. Cell Saga Gohan? Yeah. Yeah, that version when he was fighting Cell, yeah. Yeah. He was putting hands on him. He was putting hands on him. Trying to think if now you can make it a little challenging and just get away from, Universe 7. If it's not Universe 7, who would be, like your next favorite person? Honestly, I don't know. Oh wait, maybe Android 17. Maybe. But I really don't have too many, different favorite characters. First is Vegeta, because like it's like when Vegeta first made it to Earth, because that's when you saw, the Gala gun. I was like, oh, it's a purple Kamehameha. And Vegeta was the only one that had it. And I'm like, what's this? So if it isn't Vegeta's Gohan, Team Gohan. If it isn't Team Gohan, maybe Android 17. If it isn't Android 17, maybe Trunks. And Trunks, when he got that new Ascended version to his Super Saiyan, it's like almost like a Berserk version, but not Berserk Super Saiyan 2, something like that. And if not Trunks, that's when it gets hazy. I might even throw Bulma in there, because the person doesn't necessarily have to be a fighter. It could be anyone. Favorite villain? The Majin Buu that fought. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. Fusions count. Vegito is my favorite character. Like I think number 1 is Vegito, because he's funny. When he fought Majin Buu and he was just clowning him the whole time. And he was like, I think depending on what version you watch, he goes, oh, look at that. I'm breaking records. So he's just funny. And then, Majin Buu turned him into a piece of candy. And he was like, I'm the strongest candy there is. I'm a jawbreaker. And he was like, Majin Buu was like, will you stop that? Fight like a man. He was like, do you see a man around? I think my favorite transformation for Vegeta was Blue. I think the reason why I like Vegito Super Saiyan Blue is probably because of the final Kamehameha. There is something about that move that is, devastating. And the funny thing is, even though Vegito is strong, like he's like both of them, when they combine like that, they're playful. Even though they know they can put hands on whoever they fighting, and Gogeta too. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was funny to watch when he fought Omega Shenron. He was like, this move is going to completely erase you, something like that. And then it was one of those little party poppers. He started clowning Omega. That was funny. That was actually funny. Victor 3. I will be right back. Okay, I have returned. Now I have food to keep me awake. And then I know I have a cat that's, she's gonna bother me every time I get this. Her favorite thing to do is be my best friend. She did not care. I'm telling you, she don't be caring about what I do any other time. Sort of hope Trunks, yeah, somewhat of berserk. Sell all the way. Sell for real? All versions of him, or the perfect Cell. I was looking at. I remember one of those videos where Cell was fighting Goku. Pronounce my name again. Lord Sonic Giku. Oh damn, I said it wrong. Lord Son Giku. She extra interested. But I remember like Goku and Cell were fighting each other. Like in the ring, right? And they just eventually broke Cell just broke the ring. Are you able to react to my song? I sent to you on Discord. Yeah, but not right at this moment. I think I'll give it a listen now. And it's on Discord too. It's 2:30 in the morning. Look, why you not asleep? It is pretty decent, I say. Let's find out. Scroll all the way down. All the way. New song, cause yeah. That makes sense. Hmm. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's a little longer than that. It's just a bit longer. It's okay. It's okay. I see you. I see you working. Resident Evil 5 save menu. If I would have had like a ginger ale with this, I mean, I do have a water. It's the next healthiest thing, right? It's not very often you get rice that's hot. I'm trying to eat in peace without bothering me. What time is it there? Right now, it's almost 5:10 p.m. So she gonna jump right down in front of me. Anytime I get pork fried rice, man, she's on it. Cause she want the little meat things that are in it. And I'm just stuck eating rice. Other than YouTube, what do? Stream to Twitch. And outside of streaming, I have a full-time job right now. And I am a case manager currently. Mental health case manager. I drive around and meet with people. And I try to get them linked in with services. You want to know what's ironic about that? I have a strong disbelief in a lot of programs. And the reason being is because I do feel in my heart, and based on what I've seen, that there's so many people that take advantage of programs and systems that are in place simply because they're available. And then what happens at the end of the day, not necessarily depression, but there are people that I meet with that where some of them do have that diagnosis. What I'm saying is, if let's say they have depression, right, and they wanna get a therapist, so then we try to link them in with that. But I was saying that the problem that I have with not the program, but in general, there are so many people out there that take advantage of the system. Government aid, government programs, right? And they don't really need the help. They apply and they take benefits that someone who really has nothing really needs. or could really benefit from. Meanwhile, you have people that really need to, really need some kind of help. They don't really know where to go. So you help them out. And some people, they don't even, it's not even that, the people don't get the help that they need. It's that the help that is provided, some people are just not satisfied with. Rent goes up 10% every year. But your salary doesn't go up 10% every year. Pretty soon we're going to get to a point where rent is going to be normal to say, oh, I pay $2,000 for rent. You got to be crazy. But outside of that, that's what I currently do. So your life goes down 10% every year. either rent goes up 10% each year, or it's college tuition does that. I think college tuition goes up 10% each year, or something like that. All I know is at the end of the day, things become more expensive each year. And you may not necessarily have the funds to keep up. You can only maintain. But I believe that if there is something that you want to do in this world, I think that you should try your best to go out there and do it, by yourself, for yourself, and not lean on a program that unfortunately is built to keep you down. Now, I know what some people may say. Oh, well, what exactly do you mean, Josh? Are you talking from like personal? Do you have like an example? Here's the example. There are some government programs out there that you apply for where they want to know everything about you. First off, you're applying for it, so guess what? They already have your social. They have your name, address, and then if it's some kind of financial assistance, they want to know how much money you have in the bank. They want to know if you have a bank account. They want to know if you're working a full-time job, part-time. They want to know where. I don't know if they want to know where, but they want, they want to know that information. They want pay stubs. They want documentation. Sometimes, depending on what program you're applying for, they want proof of medical records, medical diagnosis. Some people feel as though that's invasive. And so they're like, oh, why can't I just get the help that I need? It's because they want to make sure that you really need it. Because it goes back to what I said. There are, if not a lot, there's a significant amount of people, regular, everyday people, right, that are taking advantage of programs despite being fully capable of doing things themselves. I may have to leave now. I have to go to some other state, so gotta pack up my things. Sure thing, Lord. Sure thing. Do your thing. But yeah, that's what I do. I'm not like angry or anything. I just notice things. I want for people in the world to get the help that they really need, and I want for people who don't necessarily need the help but just seek it out because it's available. I wish that they would do more for themselves. I can't really say so much because I'm not perfect in this story. I mean, good evening. But hopefully in the end, everything will work out. Maybe these programs need a small loan of $1 million. But yeah, I do that 5 days a week. You know, a little 9 to 5, which is really more so an 8-hour shift, no matter how early you get there or how late. The best part about the job is I can eat whenever I want. Because I make my own schedule. Well, yeah. I can't remember how we got this part from Dragon Ball Z. Then I gotta go to work tomorrow, of course. Sounds fun. One thing that I can say, if my YouTube channel blew up in a positive way, and then we had the option to become a full-time YouTuber, I would make it a priority to use that money to make the best content I could. That's what I would do. 100%. That's what I would do. If I ever hit a jackpot, $500,000, right? If I ever hit a jackpot for that, the first thing that I would do, I would look at the people that I meet, right? I would knock out one of their financial burdens, and then I would disappear. And then the rest, I would knock out. I'll knock out debt. Make sure that's zeroed out. Or if not zeroed out, I would just give them half just because, right? Like whatever, let's say the balance was like 5,000. I just get them like a one-time payment of like $2,500. They'll be like, where did this come from? Don't worry about it. Just know that this payment is going to be like $10 a day at that point, right? And then I would just, try to make the money grow. But I think about that. Anytime I go to like a store and then I see like those machines, I'm like, if I was just that one person in the state, to get... a $1 million ticket was just sold at your local Jersey Mike's, right? I'm like, bro, you have no idea how many people I would take care of immediately. I have at least, I can think of probably 10 people that I would you know, just help out. I don't know if I would make it anonymous or not. I've never been the type of person to really hide from things like that. I would be the type of person to like helps, you know, pull someone to the side and say, look, I'm letting you know that this, you know, this is between me and you. That, you know, that you know, that let's say somebody wanted, you know, wanted to like, let's say something like, oh, they, let's say they needed like $100, right? Well, what's 100 to a million, right? That's like $1. Let's say someone needed like 100, you know, $100 for like something. Like, man, if I just gave them a, you know, 100, then, you know, they would like, you know, leave me alone. That's kind of like what people do with, you know, like any kind of payment. It like when you're not paying or whatever, they come knocking, they come calling. You know, the emails fly. All they need is 100 to shut up. Got you. You know, it'd be some, you know, just small things like that, like things that people really care about. You know, I think I would be one of those persons. I do wonder that when people do hit the jackpot, right, and then when they do have like a game-winning card, do you think, let's say it came up to, let's say someone wins like 20,000. Do you think they're sharing that money? Do you think they're helping anyone out with that? You know, do you think they're sharing or, you know, not paying it forward? You know, do you think that they're being kind, that they would be kind and be generous after like winning? I really wonder what they would do in that situation. Sometimes I ask myself, what would I do in that situation? Would I really be as kind and generous as I say I would be right now because of where I am in life, you know, physically and mentally, spiritually? Am I saying that now? The Real Nitro celebrates 14 months of membership. I forgot I had this milestone chat for a while. But when part 2 of Pika Park, I still have the recording of the first one. Just because you mentioned it, Nitro, we gotta play it next week. We gotta finish it up. I don't know why. I'm kind of glad you brought it up because Mad King brought it up too. You just see these video games popped out. We'll do that Friday. We'll do that Friday. And Saturday we'll have 2 streams. All right? We just made the stream schedule. Friday, Pico Park, if you're not busy, right? Or we could just save it for Saturday. We could save it for Saturday and it could be, you know, 11, 12 o'clock Saturday, right? And then the second stream Saturday is, since it's going to be, you know, since it's going to start getting dark, I think. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I got you. Pico Park is going to be the first game Saturday morning, followed by Silent Hill 2 because it's going to get closer. Then it's going to start getting dark. Then, and then Friday, because apparently we're working backwards. Friday, Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. Schedule done. Schedule is done. And of course, Sunday, just chatting. That's what we'll do. So remember, Nitro, Saturday, around like 12, 12:30, 1, when we get everyone in a party, we'll start the game up sometime after that. 30 minutes. It could maybe be, it would have to be at a decent time, you know, because the second stream. It'll work out. But that's what we'll do. We are at the tail end of that game. Not the tail end, but I think we're at the second half. So we'll probably wrap up the game in like 3 hours. So bring the energy, bring the laughs, bring the giggles. And I'm gonna try to bring the stories. But we'll do that. And I don't have to write it down because I can just watch this video again. But yep, that's what we're gonna do. I can finish my drafting homework before Saturday, making both Friday and Saturday free for me. I like the sound of free. If it's free, it's me. You know, it's funny to me that I have the Dragon Ball Z game now, and I haven't even opened it up. Maybe because I've been playing the First Descendant. I kind of want to hop back into Silent Hill and just figure out, the area. I know the area that I'm in, and I kind of know what I have to do. But I'll just save it for Friday. I can wait. I'm a pretty patient person. I actually have something scheduled for Tuesday. It'll be a tight window. I know. Something like just casual stuff, nothing crazy. People bug me every once in a while. So, oh, Josh, what are you doing? Nothing, minding my business. But yeah. Hadouken. It'll be alright. It'll be interesting. I'm like so chill right now. I'm like super chill. I really do wanna like spice up the just chatting streams, but I don't know. It's not that I don't know how. I just want to do more entertaining things. And I want to actually grow the community. I think about it, I think about it. I really think I just need to get my YouTube videos out there. Gotta get more YouTube videos out there, and it has to be consistent. We were doing not a little bit of everything, but we were doing trying not to laugh challenges, reaction videos. Those were the two things, pretty much. Try not to laugh challenges, reaction videos, gamer reviews, things like that. Right? I remember that one stream that we recorded live. It was like 6 hours and 30 minutes long. The Streamy Awards. I could not wait for it to end, and the only reason why is because it was like dragged on. And it was like waiting for the results to come through. And the one person that I was really grateful to see win something was Maximilian. I'm like, I always go anytime I want to look at like fighter videos. Maximilian records. Like he's more so a YouTuber. So for him to be in the YouTube space and then he gets a reward was great to see. It was pretty decent. I was like, oh, that's nice. So it was a nice sight, That was one person that I actually recognized there. You had the girl Extra Emily. You had her, and she was, what was she doing? She was like interviewing a bunch of different people, a bunch of like streamers coming through. I actually didn't recognize a lot of them, cause I'm a streamer, but I'm a small streamer and probably even smaller than that, and I kind of stay in my own realm, The streamers that I do know that I've tuned into their streams before. Some of these people don't stream anymore, but I tuned into one of Dr. Disrespect streams. I tuned into Tim the Tap Man stream maybe like once. I've tuned into Emiru's stream. It has nothing to do with me finding Emiru a little attractive. It has nothing to do with that. But I know Emiru because of Asmongold. And I've never really tuned into Asmongold's streams. Any of them, really. I do look at his reaction videos on YouTube. And every once in a while, I find something that I see is worthy of reacting to. Or worthy of learning and possibly adding to. That's the Resident Evil 5 character select menu for their mercenaries. And I think that's why for me, when it comes down to reaction videos, that's where the challenge is. The challenge is when I find videos that I'm trying to watch and react to, it gets to a point in the video where I'm like, I don't even care enough about this to really react to it. So why am I watching this video? You're trying to react and trying to make this make sense, you know? Some videos, they just don't work for me, you know? But I know the whole thing with, I remember when Kai had got temporarily banned on Twitch. I remember that. And they had like a YouTube video about it. And I posted a reaction to it. And it was like, I kid you not, that video was like 2 minutes long. And I'm like, you know, here you have someone trying to, trying to build the channel, extremely, successful at it too. You know, Kai is both grateful and I was gonna say, yeah, maybe throw a little dash of luck in there, but it was more so like just grinding, rocking out, doing your thing. And not only did the Kai kind of like go viral and all, but he's sustaining. There aren't that many people that can go viral and sustain. A lot of people have it. Some people have a tendency to fall off. But I've heard of Kai. I reacted to a video about him. Outside of that, I don't. Even with all of that, I don't react to other streamers. I don't. Not even Ninja. And I remember Ninja. One video that he had was people were reacting to what he was saying about Kai, which is funny. It was like he was giving kind of sour compliments, is what I'll call it. It's like oh, you did well. I did it too. It's like something like that. And I'm like, bro, why can't you just give somebody a straight compliment and keep it moving? But outside of that, like I don't be bothering people. I don't be watching for people. Like I try my best to make my own content, videos, streams, because I look at it like, why would I react to someone's content when I can try and make my own? I feel like there are a lot of any stream out there that I see that doesn't have a camera. I look at that as a minus. I look at that as I can bring more quality to my streams than this person can do with theirs, because I know that if you're going to stream, people at some point they want to see you, and it's not even that they want to see you because they want to see you. It's just a simple fact that if you're going live and I'm like, I have all of these parts and all of these possibilities, all of these potential ways to improve the quality of my stream. So why would I not try and indulge in those things and maximize on that? And I'm not like comparing myself to anyone else in a bad way. But I can do better than you. No, I'm looking at what other people are doing, and then I'm reminding myself of what I used to do. And I'm like, I remember when I started streaming, I think at the time I didn't have a microphone, I didn't have a microphone and I didn't have a camera. I was just playing a video game. I wasn't saying nothing to no one. And then I finally got a microphone, but the microphone was trash. And the microphone was so bad. I remember our first microphone, the HyperX Quadcast. We played Call of Duty. And what happened was we caught a win. Like we actually won a battle royale. And then I got really I was like, whoa, look at this. I'm amazing. Right? I was extra happy. The only thing that the mic picked up was like it was like extremely scratchy, and it was like bad stereo static. That's how bad the microphone was, I guess. Or I just didn't have the right settings enabled on it. But I'm like, I was celebrating and you couldn't hear a word I was saying. That's how loud and bad the recorded audio came out to be. And that is why we have the Shure microphone now. That's the only reason I bought it, because I don't know if other streamers do it, but I actually do look at my old streams. Like I'll look at what I just did, because I'm looking at it from what did my audio sound like? Is the balance between in-game audio and me speaking on point? Because my Shure microphone, it sometimes it does this thing where, since there's the app that you can open up, the microphone has an update, and you pretty much update the microphone. And sometimes when you do that, it resets all of the stats. So I have to go back into the app. I have to edit the decibel levels, put like the live metrics back on it, put it in night mode and live mode at the same time. Light mode dims these lights that are on top of the microphone. I don't know if you guys can see it. You see that red light there? That and you see the green thing if you really pay attention. As I get closer, you can see a little more green, and now the color is orange because this is recording how loud, how loud my voice is being projected into the microphone. So that's what that's for. And this microphone actually has one of those little things at the bottom where you can plug something into it. And I think that goes to like a not a stream deck, but like a microphone thing, and you can edit it like that. But I got that. I would never have gotten a new microphone if I didn't look at my old streams and look at the quality of that. When I first started streaming, I don't think I had the ring light at the time, but I eventually got one. I didn't have a camera. Then I eventually bought the camera. And then what happened was I bought a camera for, believe it or not, my Xbox. I had an Xbox One that I brought a camera for. But I don't think it was working. So eventually I got, no, it was working. But this is when Mixer was out. I used to stream on Twitch. And then sometimes I would go to Mixer and I would stream on Mixer. And what happened was, eventually Mixer was gone, right? Like it went away. And then I was in college. I was working a night job, and I was talking to a buddy of mine, Dave. He pops into my YouTube chat every once in a while. His YouTube channel was DAS. When he pops in, I say, Dave, what's going on, right? But his name is Dave. Dave is this guy that I used to work with during an overnight job. And then every night, it got like, me and Dave became so cool with each other that it got to the point where when it was time for me to like go on break, I wasn't even going on break. We would just be sitting there chatting until like 5 o'clock in the morning. Until they had to like do like another run around the building, or I'm like, you know what, Dave, like I'm chilling. No, I'm about to look. I'm about to watch a couple movies. It's Saturday. I'm chilling. You could take my break. I used to do that faithfully. Do you know what it's like to have a 2-hour break? I'm like, look, you can go to sleep. You can relax. And that was also my way of paying him back for being late. I remember when we first met, it was like that. I was late like mad times, coming back from break. But then eventually, we would chill. But yeah, so what happened was me and Dave, we would talk, depending on like when my shift would like start, we would talk about like what we wanted to do, right? Like Dave, he was into music even before I knew him. He's been into music and making music. Me, I that's when I had that. I didn't have the idea. I always had it. I just wasn't really talking to anyone about it. And I was talking to Dave about it one night, and I was like, you know what? I think about like streaming, and getting a PC and going live and playing video games and doing just chatting streams and doing YouTube uploads. And growing a YouTube channel and blowing up and making it a full-time thing. And then they was like, well, you never know, you just kind of had to go for it. And then I started searching online for PCs, and I'm like, I think it's time for me to get my own PC. And then on top of that, my program that I was in, my college program, at the job there was a computer, but I didn't have a computer at home, and I'm like, I kind of need my own computer. And so I eventually I was shopping, so I got my own computer. And then I editing like the parts and what I wanted to be inside the PC, I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna spend this kind of money on a PC, and this is gonna single-handedly be the most expensive thing I've ever bought up until that point, I'm like, if I am going to get a PC for business, I want it to be able, I want to be able to use it for things that bring me joy, right? Video games. So I had to make sure that the PC was powerful enough, strong enough, stable enough to play video games. And lo and behold, this is the PC that we got, you know. And I don't plan on ever upgrading it. I don't care what upgrades for PCs come out. I'm not a flashy, fancy type of person. So for me, when I bump into people that are, more materialistic than I don't know. Maybe that's just how people are. You know, I guess your average person is a little bit materialistic. But I guess it's like when people start talking about all of the nice things that they want, all of the nice things that they're going to get, in my head, I think of money. That's gonna cost. And that's not a deterrent for me to say that they shouldn't buy it. But I always look at it like, where can you stretch? Where can you make the most for that dollar? You know, like how can you make sure that if you're gonna indulge in something, it has to be something that you really want if you're gonna be spending that kind of money. But I would say for me personally, I'm not materialistic. I am particular. And me being particular means that some of the things that I like come with different price points. And so I have to pay for that. And maybe everyone is particular. Maybe, everyone is a little materialistic. We all like nice things. I think what separates me from from the next person is I'm not going to talk to you about the things that I want. Like I keep a lot of that stuff inside. I have a lot of internal dialogue going on with myself. Like I'm always thinking, always processing information, going about my own way, staying out of the way. Yeah, I'm kind of like a ghost. When I'm around people, like I go ghost. I'm the type of person that will leave a room and not announce that I'm leaving if people aren't talking to me. And what I mean by that is, let's say you're in a room, right? You're in a room and there's a whole bunch of people that are all laughing, having a casual conversation, right? I'm just the type of person where it's like, well, I'm just, I want to go home, or like I want to go do this, so I get up and then I go do whatever it is that I just set my mind to. I don't really have a good night, everyone. I'm quiet, low key, and I'm like, look, if people, I'd rather have people put the pieces together than just announce everything that I'm doing. Like, oh, I guess Josh went home early. Yeah, he left. He's going home. And it's like no like hard feelings or anything. It's just me. I think 80% of my communication is silent. Then again, 80% of human communication is nonverbal anyway. But I'm an introvert, and I feel like I'm just as much an extrovert as I am an introvert. Like people that know me, people that I'm cool with, I'm real goofy with them. People that I don't know, that I just met, I kind of keep to myself. Like I'm super reserved. The funny thing that breaks that down is that I'm not a person that'll shy away from a conversation. You just gotta start it, and then I I go from being quiet to talking about sandwiches and, man, I'm hungry. I want to go get me something to eat, but I think I'm gonna wait until I get home. Like I have like this little quirk where it's not too difficult for me to entertain people, but even though I'm not doing it on purpose, but all of that fun stuff, it's like I be chilling. you know. And so that's why for me, when I first started thinking about like the whole streaming thing, I used to think to myself, I'm like, Josh, you might be able to, to do this. You just have to, you got to look at what people are doing and then do the opposite. So I went to Twitch one day, and I was checking it, pages and pages and pages of like a video game that I wanted to stream. I would see that people were just streaming a game and they weren't talking. They didn't have any camera. And then one channel that I stumbled upon this girl. She was streaming some game. I followed her channel. She didn't even say thank you for the follow. And for me, because it popped up on screen and she saw it, and then she didn't acknowledge it. I wasn't looking for, oh, Grubby, thank you so much for, actually I don't even think Grubby was my name at the time. It was like, oh, thank you for following the channel. It wasn't none of that. I'm like, now I feel like you kind of forgot where you came from. Like I think it would be different if you do have like 100,000 people tuning into your streams every day. And will I ever make it to that point in my life? It would be nice. It would be nice. I don't even want 100,000 people watching. Just give me like a solid 50. That's it. Give me like 5,000 followers on Twitch. Maybe 35,000 followers on YouTube. And then when I go live, we have like anywhere between 50 to 75 people watching us concurrent across both platforms. And if that brings in about, even if all that does is bring in $500 a month, right? I feel like that accompanied with a full-time job is as close as a small streamer can get to some content creation success. But it also has to be consistent. Now, there aren't a lot of streamers out there that can get paid for, streaming. Fortunately for me, I think my highest payout for Twitch, I think it was 50, either 50 to, it was somewhere between $50 to $100. That was like one time Twitch, I got a payout for Twitch. And I was like, oh. And then you see all of those videos, right? And the videos tell you there are some people that can't even do that. I'm like, bro, I'm grateful if I even get $1. Because I've never like streamed for coin. It's always been because I play video games, and I'm like, it would be nice to kind of stream and have it be live. And I just want for more video games that I like to come out so I can play them. And I do need to figure out how to bring more people to the channel. And that's why I have to think about it and give myself credit where credit is due, because I usually don't do that. And I realized that last month our YouTube channel grew 14 subscribers. I don't even know what I did to get that. But I feel like our YouTube shorts, small form content might be the way to go with my YouTube community. The streams don't seem to have the impact that I would like to see. If not on a consistent basis, like one day a week, one day a week. Give me that. But it's a work in progress. So because it's a work in progress, and because I know where my channel is, I know where it stands, and I understand where people first found me from, the channel looks a lot different now than it did before. When we first started playing a certain video game, we went from 10 viewers, 15 to 30 to 50. And then we had our chats just going nuts. YouTube chat, Twitch chat, going crazy. You know, and you know, fast growth comes with problems. You know, people only wanted us to play a certain game, and then I had to break away from that because I started playing video games and streaming them to Twitch well before people knew me. And I got my first 100 followers on Twitch, courtesy of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It kind of makes me want to play it again, because my favorite thing to do in that game was be on the ship and assault other boats and fight the legendary ships and hunt the whales and the sharks and the hammerheads. Well, the shark was actually a little scary. I hated that thing. The water will like bubble right in front of the little rowboat, and I'm like, you got to be a clown to be in this small rowboat trying to knock off a great white. No, you better throw a missile down there. But at the time I was playing Black Flag. I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies mode. And those are like the two games that we were playing. Then we ended up getting 100 followers on Twitch, and my first 100, I was extremely grateful. And to see the growth from that to now is astronomical, and it's crazy. And it happened in such a small amount of time, you know. And that's why I stuck with that one game for a while, because I'm like, okay, well, this game kind of just popped. We got like 35 new followers overnight. My YouTube channel was blowing up. My Twitch followers were rising. I was saying thank you every 10 to 15 minutes. And I'm grateful. But I do know that for the longevity of the channel, I can't go back to that game. Because what the thing is, what'll happen is you'll go back to a game that you know brought in views, and then what's gonna happen the very next day? They're not gonna see it again. They're not gonna see it. So I'm like, I would rather go travel down new paths and try to build a channel, rather than stick to one game and become a certain type of streamer and only be playing that game. I can't do it. I refuse. And so because of that, we played all of those scary games. The Joy of Creation, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 through 4, Into the Pit, Five Nights at Freddy's, the one that when he's at the arcade. I don't know, I can't remember what that one is called. But Cult of the Lamb, Metal Gear. I did play Dragon Ball Z, but when it first the Dragon Ball Z Fighters came out with a demo and I was playing it, I had 30 people tune in like immediately when I started playing that game. I'm like, oh snap, these people are watching me play a demo right now. But they're a handful of games. All of the car games we played, all of the scary games that we played, you know. And I'm like, I know that if I stick to one game, I'm not going to experiment with all of these others. And you know, it seemed to work out that our timing was on point, because when we stopped playing that one game and we hopped on over to Cuphead broke 1,000 views, and I only streamed it 4 times. 3 out of the 4 videos, I believe, all broke 1,000. I know for a fact 2 of them did. Guarantee. And then we played the DLC. You know, we had fun with that. And I'm like, it's nice to see that another video game had the ability to break 1,000. We had so many people watching us play Cuphead. Our chat was crazy. You know, then and now we're just, you know, moving ahead, trying to play other games and get new content. One game that I never thought I'd play was Uncanny Valley, and I was pissed because of that, because I got the ending that I hate the most. But hey, that's video games for you. But It's okay though. Sorry, I'm not like mad at anything. I'm not mad at anything. I just know that all of that time that we spent in that game was kind of wasted for me to just end up getting caught by the one person I didn't want to get caught by. I'm like, fantastic stuff. I got caught for free. Oh, man. But we're kind of chilling now. So, maybe we should wrap up the stream right here, right? And if we do wrap up the stream right here, that'll give me time to work on the reaction video that I want to bring to you guys, because I do need to work on that. And I think that right now would be a decent time to work on that. And I can enjoy Sunday. I can relax. You guys can enjoy. You guys don't have to like check in and say, "Oh, Grub, what are you playing?" You guys can relax. So our Sundays, once again, this is gonna be our schedule from now on. Friday, Saturday, video games. Sunday, just chatting. I know I'm actually thinking about not going to work on one of the days next week. But I'm wondering how that'll work. But we'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, look, I just want to tell you guys that I appreciate those of you that did tune in to the Just Chatting and interacting with us. It was active enough for me. Beggars can't be choosers. We have a lot of work to do. I have some YouTube videos that I really do want to work on. I know I said YouTube videos. I'm hoping YouTube videos and not just one. I'm gonna check to see what games they have out. We are gonna be looking forward to Dragon Ball Z next weekend, right? We're gonna have some fun with that. For now, I'm going to relax, and I'm gonna play some video games off stream. I'll just let you guys know what I'm going to be doing, what I think I'm gonna be doing. I'm probably gonna go back to the First Descendant. Then I may play a little bit of Overwatch. I might play a little bit of Black Myth Wukong. And then I will be looking at figuring out how to get my reaction video up there and have it make sense. But of course, I'm shooting for a 5-minute long video. The video itself is long. I'm kind of long, but I can skip through and just share my thoughts at the end. There are two videos. This is one where Dr. Disrespect was responding and like kind of a part 2 type situation. But I'm thinking about which one I want to react to. But I'm gonna figure it out. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, yours truly is going to relax, and we will see you next weekend.